When you bought, hello, oh sorry people, I'll just ping, just listing, started to list. You're right, Aaron. When you bought the beanie, did you glue it to your head? What do you mean? Did I glue it to my head? Look, it moves. Don't, Aaron, don't get jealous because you can't afford Carhartt. You're right, Pixie. Right, anyway. It's cold. What? It's cold. What do you think I do? People do wear hats, you know. Remember, I haven't got hair. I shave my hair, so if I'm going out, I'm going to wear something that keeps my head warm. You shave your head, and then go outside in -4 conditions, and also it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Plus I haven't cut my hair for a while, so I just want to hide it. Right, I've got that sticky stuff. Where's that sticky stuff? Oh, there it is. Let's see that lasting longer. Not a fan of Carhartt. You're not a fan of anything, are you? You whinger. I'm not a fan of DC because they're all over dramatic and they can't make decent films out of the characters. And don't say Superman's going to be a good film because it won't be. And if it is, it's only because you took a director from Marvel. I don't think it'll be very good, to be fair. Looks like they've put too many characters in, to me. Looks like they reckon it's going to be overshadowed by all other characters as well. So, nah. I don't know. Might be, might not be. We'll have to see, won't we? Can't be any worse than the rest of them who was on. You're right, Jack. Plus, I never wear hats. I always have to shave my hair. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. My lad's downstairs on the Meta Quest, so I need to keep out of the way because I just get paranoid watching him because I just run into things all the time. Right. Anyway, need to move them. I'm listing all the stuff that I bought today. If you haven't watched the video, go and watch it. Give it a comment. Give it a like. Share it if you've got any other social networks. helps grow the channel. Very clean. After that scammer about the blender, I'm making sure I take pictures of every side now. I'd sell them. Depends on if you want a quicker sale. I think you, as a bundle, you'll sell better, especially after Christmas. But then somebody might want just one. It's totally up to you. Yeah. If you sell as a bundle, don't try and sell them for the same price as what you would singly. That's the whole point in bundles. You get a better deal. So you say if they're 20 quid each, you'd sell it for 50, 45, whatever price, because then you're sort of you're getting a deal, aren't you? If you bought them individually, you'd have to pay more. So that's what bundles are there for. So yes, you sell them quicker. You won't make as much money as individual, but you're getting rid of stock. So it's totally up to you. If you're on Vinted, I don't know. I have done it once where I've had a bundle or something and I sold them individually as well. And I thought, well, whichever one that sells for, if a bundle sells, then obviously it's easy. But if one of the separate characters sell, then obviously take down the bundle and then photograph the other ones. Totally up to you. Jesse and Woody always sell well together. Obviously, Woody and the horse, Bullseye, will sell well together. It all depends. All right, Mandy. All right, always. Right then, let's get this. Let's put this on the other side. Take a picture of that. Just going to take the pictures today. I'll take the pictures first and then deal with the rest later. Yes, Katie and Kevin are still at it. I shouldn't put that there, but I am. Guys, anyway, before I start listing, if you saw my TikTok thing and you want obviously mailing bags, there's different prices on them. Depends on what side. Obviously, the bigger ones are more expensive. These ones cost me, I think it was about 8 quid. I think it was about 8 quid for 100. Really big ones. So if you do clothing, it's really good. It's in the TikTok video, which I did a few days ago. The link's in the description. I think I've sold, obviously people on TikTok, I think I've sold 9 so far. Obviously these are not like my company. It's obviously somebody who does it and then I get commission for it. Just helps me out with the channel and everything like that. But really good things. I mean, really strong. I wouldn't lie about it. I wouldn't even mention them if there was no good. The tape, what I did in that video, it's not letting me accept. It's not letting me accept the like doing a collaboration with them, which is weird because every other one does. So there must have been somebody who's just got a load of stock in and then ran out. But there is ones similar to that. Yeah, I sold about 9 of them. So they're selling. They sell. I sold one. I've sold a bubble wrap, which obviously my mum bought it because I wanted to test it out, and then I sold a pack of the label printers. Somebody is saying that on the comments that you can buy them for £5. I don't know where you got them for £5 because I can't find them for £5. But rolls are cheaper, and don't get them mixed up with rolls because it might be till rolls. A roll is always cheaper because it's easier to make and manufacture because obviously it's just on a roll. Where these are proper fan ones, they're a bit more posher, if you would say that. Right then, on to the next one. The dehumidifier. Can I listen on? Can No, you can't. I don't know, actually. You might be able to get away with it because it's not multi-listed, the same thing. You can't multi-list. I've got it on there, different turtles bundles, so you can get away with it because obviously you're doing it separately. So there's no reason why you can't do it. I would do it on Vinted. Stick them on eBay. Stick them on eBay I don't know how much they are individually because it's now different time of year. They might not be fetching as much, but say if they fetch 20 quid each, say 15, 20 quid each. So 60 quid, 50 to 60 quid. Stick them on a high end with open offers on eBay and then put them on Vinted for maybe, I don't know, 45 something, but then do the individual ones and see what happens. But then, of course, then you got to remember to take them off if you sell one individually. So I've done that. I think I did it with. I actually think I did it with Toy Story ones. I don't know. Oh well, this one's right. Let's see what this one is. What you're selling today? It's the stuff that is in my video, Jack. So if you haven't watched it, go and check it out. Got some proper old school aftershave as well. This is dehumidifier. The good thing about stuff like this is it should. The only trouble is, there we go. Yep, that works. That's fine. That's all I can. Oh, that's all you can do is just say it works. But that's all right. I think this will sell dehumidifiers. I can't even dehumidifiers. It doesn't sound right. It sounds like these. These sell quite well, to be fair. Good afternoon from Lakeland. Kevin, fair play to you, but this is a reselling channel. You don't need to try and don't plug your whatever it is because no, I'm not being asked to you. No one is interested. I'm trying to with the lives. This is why I'm trying to stop lives. I know I am gonna stop them because one, it's not worth my time. Because don't get no money unless people donate money. That's the only way it's worth it. And the other one is just people talking. If I talk random stuff because I want to, it's because it's my channel. But if people start talking randomly, it's like, you know what? It's a reselling channel, so talk about reselling. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a business seller now, isn't he? I checked it up. Yeah, Callum. I knew that anyway, but look at me giving advice to Ricky, eh? Only if Ricky's watching. Giving advice to Ricky. Well, and the funny thing is, somebody else has done a video with me and Ricky in about the vinted thing. So it's quite funny, really. It's amazing. I told you, people don't read the small print. And I didn't either. I found it's off somebody off TikTok. So what's that? I wonder if I can get that out. Salam, brother John. Salam? What are you on about? Salam? That's not coming off. You're right, Jem. Yeah, Kaji's a business. That'll probably be his video tonight. I guarantee it, 100% that'll be his video tonight, because what else is he going to talk about? Saying that, it is Saturday, so he's probably going to a car boot. So, yeah. Somebody's obviously told him to join up now, isn't he? About time, eh? Now he can't gloat, can he? Good. Now he's not. Now he's going to know how it feels to pay fees and that again. Now, isn't he? Got away with it. The weather's pish. Yeah. I want to talk about the weather. Well, if you want to talk about the weather, go to somebody who's actually boring. Bloody hell, always outnumbered. You used to be a troll, and now you're giving me money. Yeah, because the reason like I said, always is for me to do lives, I'm pretty useless at listing, and I want to do proper live. So I'm gonna download StreamYard, and then I can maybe invite people onto my channel. You know, I might ask somebody, is that straight? See, the camera's the opposite way around. So when I do that way, it goes that way. Anyway, when I'm going to download StreamYard, then when somebody has a decent comment, obviously, when you see Nick and Andrews, don't it? It comes up on the screen, and it you know, I can then comment on it, but I will just ignore anybody else who I think is just a rubbish comment. But yeah, and then maybe I might invite people onto my channel. You know, if it's worth it, because I don't really get that many people watching live anyway. I saw private seller on eBay local to me, 5,000 listings. How? I don't even know how you can get up to 5,000 listings. I really don't. I haven't. Oh my god! The only way I can see somebody listing 5,000 is if they got other people listing for them, and that's their job, just listing day in, day out. That's all they do. But that means you got 500 pieces of stock. I've probably got, I don't know how much I've got. I haven't really done much since I said I was going to clean it. Yeah. I'm not Muslim though, so why say it? Yeah, it's a lot of stock. Did he get called by eBay? We'll find out. He'll do a video, won't he? I don't watch him. I haven't watched him for a few weeks. And if I do watch him, I don't even watch him. I just go in the comments, see if anybody's saying something about me. Apparently, my number one fan, whatever his name, something, is it pre-loved something? I don't know. He'll be on here if he comes on in a minute. We'll know who it is. He said, "Are you a business account yet?" So, yeah, we'll find out. When us business sellers are getting hammered for fees, yeah. I don't mind fees. I've never had a problem with the fees because you got to remember, if you ran a business, it's like put it in simple terms. eBay is the taxi driver. We are the customers. Would a taxi driver take you to a place for nothing? No, they wouldn't. They need to run a business. You've got to think about how much money they put into that company. You think about the servers. I mean, the places, the servers, which, if you don't know what servers are, if you've ever seen Free Guy, with Ryan Reynolds in, and at the end he smashes them all. They're servers, and the better companies have loads and loads and loads. That's why sometimes when you play computer games, the servers go down because there's too many people online and they crash because they didn't expect to have that much, so the servers can't keep up with it. That's why you have more servers. And you've got to think they are helping you make money, so they want some money back. I don't mind about that. I do feel like I said, the postage is the one thing I don't think they should take off, because I don't care about the fees, just do copy Vinted in the postage way. So when the buyer buys something, it obviously goes through all the postage thing. The only trouble is, I think that they can't be bothered to do it. Even though eBay don't even care about people and the postage, if something goes missing and all that lot, that's why they don't want to do it, because obviously Vinted are quite good at that. If something goes missing, Vinted will pay you the money back and pay the customer back, because it's not your fault, right? If something goes missing, if it gets broken, then depends on if you got proof and that. But take off, do not charge fees, even if it's that way. Do not charge fees for postage, right? And I know they did it because back in the day, people used to put stupid prices for postage. Well, you can't. Now you can't do that, because I remember I had a parcel and it was between two sizes and I didn't know what to do. So I put it on for the next size up, and they know it wasn't, I couldn't put it up a bit. So, because it has a standard. So I think it's 290 something for a small parcel on every, I think, is it their standard fee, which is not that price anyway, because it's like 269 on every for a small parcel. But they give you that little 30p leeway. You can actually up it, you can change it, but obviously the more you up it, the more fees come off. Just take the fees off the actual product and not the postage, and I'll be happy with that, because we are paying for postage and they're paying for postage, and they're not really, well, they are paying for the postage, but we're paying for the postage as well. So that sort of doesn't make sense, if you get me. Yeah, well, that's his problem, innit? It just shows what sort of person he's like. I thought, yeah, he's doing something nice, I'll donate, and he didn't even bother. It's come back. If he ever did come back, he'll probably just say, I didn't know about it. But you're telling me you can't see? I can see his videos come up. It always comes up. So, yeah. What else? Andy, where are you from? So, John, do you think Vinted will take? No. Vinted will never, ever take over eBay, ever. eBay's been around too long. The thing is, eBay could probably buy out Vinted if it comes to that bad. I bet eBay will say, you know what, we'll buy you. That they're that rich. They're mega billionaires, aren't they? They're part of Google. I'm sure they do something with Google. I'm sure they do something with Google, or it's part of Google. Google own it, or some sort of thing. I'm sure. I'm not 100%. Don't say I think it is. I'm sure it's because they've got the same sort of logo as well, haven't they? You know, like the colours, different letters, stuff like that. Vinted, you only can sell certain things though. Like, I don't know if I could sell this on Vinted. Could do, could not. Don't know. But yeah. It's one of them. If Vinted opened up all categories, because that's what they should do. If they wanted to put eBay under massive pressure, just open up everything. But Vinted don't want to be like that. Vinted want to be like, oh, want to sell a bit of thing, you know, here. That's why if you didn't watch my video, or you haven't watched Ricky's video, which he copied off me, I hope he's watching. But yeah, being a pro seller, they don't push you, they push you down over normal people, because they class themselves as a second-hand place for people who just want to, you know, the normal person. So basically, they're classing themselves as an online car boot place, I would say. And I think they don't want to expand too quickly, because when you do that, sometimes you can just crash, can't you? So it's one of them. And also, eBay is a lot more professional than Vinted. A lot more professional. And they've been around a lot longer. But saying that, big companies do die off, but eBay know what they're doing. Like I said, if eBay are in that much trouble, they'll buy out. They'll say to Vinted, how much do you want for your company? And they could buy them. They could buy them out easy. I guarantee they could buy them out easy. And then they just keep it as Vinted. They wouldn't. No one would know unless you check it. Loads of companies are owned by other companies. You know what I mean? Loads of companies. Companies you probably don't even know about. Monster wanted to expand. They're not owned by a company, but Monster wanted to expand their drinks all over the world. But the shipping costs a fortune. So they gave, I can't remember how much percentage now, but they gave so much percentage with Coca-Cola. So they would then be able to be shipped all around the world. And that's why now Monster is so big, because they wanted to expand. They knew it's cheaper for them to give a share to Coca-Cola. And yeah, the rest is history. Like car companies, all these posh cars, most of them are owned by normal car companies. Like Audi is owned by Volkswagen, but they don't change it all to Volkswagen, do they? Seen a lot of eBay says going to be. I don't know. Where are you all finding this information saying about people who are going from eBay to Vinted? People have always been on both. No one's ever. I haven't seen one person go from ditch eBay for Vinted. I have never had more sales on Vinted. I think I might have once. Than Vinted. You know, Vinted has always been 2 or 3 here and there, but oh, who uses Facebook anyway nowadays? Hey, you're right, Keith. All right. What's a bit blurry? Why is that blurry? That's need to clean. Oh, that's strong, that is. That's some proper old school. This is not focusing at all. My camera's annoying me all the time. Yardley for Men from Bond Street. Eh? Not bad, eh? Went outsourcing today and found a banger of a DVD. What DVD? It has to be a banger for a DVD nowadays, isn't it? Especially, yeah, DVD. Right, that one's done. I have to put that somewhere safe. Let's put it up there. Oh. Diddly beep beep bop beep beep beep. If you don't mind rockers. I don't know the words, but I know the humming bit. I love School of Rock. Such a good film. Tots TV. The Adventures of... Really? Is that worth anything? I wouldn't expect that to be worth much. I don't have enough caps to get a head. I want to get a mannequin head, but I don't have enough caps to justify. I might have to just rip somebody. I might have to go to like Marks and Spencer and just rip a head off one of the mannequins, or ask them, have you got have you got an old head that you want to give me? Check it out. I'll check it out now. Tots TV. What is it? The Adventures of the... Tilly. Tom. Is it sealed or is it sealed or is it pre-owned? Wow, 54 quid, 55 quid, 48. Wow. I had one of the figures. I had a doll of them. I think I sold it for 15 quid. Wow. There's only 3 for sale. Is one of them yours? Is one of these yours then up for sale now? Have you put it on for sale? That's crazy. Why would anybody want to spend that much on that? I bet it's like if you found Rosie and Jim. There's some weird. I bet some weird old man. It's 34 quid. The last one sold for. December 1999. 15 quid. 23 quid. 20 quid. 9. You're not going to get 54 quid. Definitely, you won't definitely get 40. Yeah, you're not going to get that. You might. I think you'll get about 30, 34 if you're lucky, because there's no sales at all. Yeah, I say you'll probably get the 30 quid. 30. If you put it on for the price that people are selling them now, you will not get it because they're obviously not selling. But for 50p, You know, wow. I bet if you go on Vinted, there'd be loads of them. Yeah, put it on for 30. It'll go because people, there's not many on there, so it's obviously not. It's not popular as well. It's popular, maybe, but it's not very common. It's like you don't see many of them dolls. Like the see, there you go. I had Tots TV character, the one with the hard face. I had one of them. I don't know if you can see it. See the one that's went for 100 quid. I had one of them, just one of them. But I can't remember. I think I had the ginger one. I don't know actually. I can't remember which one it was. I had one of them, and I knew it was worth money because I've had a Rosie in the gym. Well, a Rosie, naked Rosie. It's mad how people stuff like that sells. It's crazy, isn't it? Amazing. If only we could find a truckload of them, eh? I do like this hat. It's a cool hat. It's a very cool hat. I'm still trying to get into the swing of like listing again. I think next week I'll be all right. It's like tomorrow I'm umming and ahhing. Shall I go to a car boot or not? Because there's a car boot open tomorrow, so it's the first time it's open. But because the weather is so cold, will it be pointless? I don't think anybody will be going, to be fair. It'll just be the traders, won't it? But the traders are the ones where you pick up a lot of stuff. And also, I've got to be very careful with my money because I've just spent 240 quid on a pair of Bellingham Adidas Predator football boots because I play football quite a lot. And I thought, you know what, let's buy them. I didn't want to buy them. I was going to go through Klarna, whatever you call it, and just pay 3 months installments of 80 quid because all my bills are coming up and my tax bill I have to pay by the end of this month. So yeah, that's why major listing from definitely next week, Monday. I'll do some listing now. You know, I'll buy the stuff. Like, this is what my thing was, to list. Anything I buy, I'll list. Car boot stuff is a bit different, or big, massive chunks of a big haul from somewhere. I really want to find some jumble sales. I do well at them. I haven't checked out the auctions as well, so I might actually check out the auction. I've never heard of Moon and Mel. How many boot sales do you go to a week? I can go to about 3. There's one in the week. Well, when they're all open, there's one on a Wednesday, which they have one on Sunday as well, but I don't go to the Sunday one. So I'll go to that one most of the time. It depends if I've got my son or not, because I have my son most of the time. But if he's at his mom's, which he is, she has been looking at having him 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah, I can go on the Wednesday. But if I have him all week, I can't, because obviously I've got to go to the car boot and then get back before 8 o'clock, because obviously I've got to take him to school. There's a Thursday one, which is, if you go to the Wednesday one, there's no point going to the Thursday one. But the Thursday one, the Thursday one, the people from the Wednesday go there as well, if you get me. So, but there's better people going, because that's Cannock area. That's the one that's open tomorrow. They have one on Thursdays and one on Sundays. Well, it's a big one on a Sunday. And then Saturday, I have two. I think one's opening up in February, and then they'll go to that of 1 miles away, which is pretty. I've picked some good stuff up, but it's like 45-minute drive, and it's a long way just for a tiny car boot. I want to be if I want to drive that far, I want to be going to a huge one. And then Sunday, I have my local one, which I go to. I can go to Stafford as well if I can get two in. Kaji won't make any money now. He's going to be paying. He will make money. He does all right. He does sell stuff. He sells more than me, but I think it's because he lowers everything down. Well, I'm more greedy. I'm not greedy, but I just put my prices up like what they should be selling for, where he doesn't. Plus, he seems to have a lot of good contacts with people with toys and that. And also, it doesn't help when you can go to a charity shop and buy a load of cameras for like 20 quid. Not many people can do that, can they? We can't do that. Well, I don't know many people can just go into a place and go, "You got any cameras in the back?" and they just give it him. They're not looking. They shouldn't be doing that. Because I remember he used to know somebody who worked in a charity shop. I don't know if it's that person. And they used to give him loads of stuff for like 20 quid. And it's like 150 quid. I don't know. That one. It's owned by that person, the Mill Lane, but I don't know where it is. I haven't checked it out, but it might be there, or it might be at their big site where they have the Sunday car boot. I don't know, because obviously the start of the year, I haven't got a clue. It'll be on Facebook, won't it, and all that lot. So might do the Canic one if it's worth it. About 45 minutes. Where are you from, Jet Set? Derby. Nah, Derby's got a good car boot, hasn't it? That's a long way. It's more than 45 minutes away. It sure is. Well, it probably is about 45 minutes an hour. I wouldn't travel 45 minutes for the Canic one. It's not worth it. There's probably better ones near you. You're in the center. Derby's in the center of prime, like loads of car boots. So you can go to like up north, and there's loads of car boots up there. Derby's supposed to have a really good car boot, to be fair, isn't it? So you're in the state. You live in the same area as Cheddar Pete, do you? And Lola, if you know who they are. Right then, done that one. Oh, here we go. Let's do a phone. Oh, spare phone. Why do they write spare phone on it? Oh, I'm just going to leave that one. I can't be bothered. Oh, is it a football stadium? Is it? What, Derby County's football stadium? The football stadium ones are good. There's Doncaster got a one at their stadium, and they're massive. I don't know. If you want to go to a good car boot, go to Bolton. Bolton is a very good car boot. Really good. I've been once. I might go there again just for a day out or something. Go to Bolton on a day out. Well, I don't want to go to Bolton on the day out but go to Bolton and see what it's like again. Because I went on a Wednesday and it was massive. It's like it was 2 massive car parks full, and that's the one where I picked up. I don't know if you watched. I don't know how long you've been subscribed for. I picked up a vintage Sony Walkman red one. One Stranger Things has, and I think Back to the Future he has it in that as well. Might not. It's in something. It's definitely in Stranger Things, and it needed fixing. It was working, but it's playing the tape slow, and the battery pack was on, but it snapped, so it needed fixing somehow. I picked it up for £1 and sold that for like 40, 50 quid, I think. Oh no, I sold that for 70 quid. I'm private, trying to sell stuff for my personal collection. Yeah, I think. Well, that's the saying. A private seller is supposed to be for people who are selling on an odd thing. You know, that's the whole point. That's why eBay invented that rule. I think it's actually a government thing. It's not actually just eBay invented it, because eBay wouldn't care, would they, if you're a business? I just think that business sellers don't really get much for being a business seller. You know, having a shop and all that stuff. I just don't. You don't get much for it. What I would do if I was eBay, I would be like, right, we want to make some money out of people. Best way to do it is the shop. You know, you got 3 different categories. So I would say if you got a shop that's the basic, you get so many free listings, which you do, and a 2% reduction or something off fees. Yeah. If you have the middle shop, you get so many more free listings, and you get 5% reduction on all things you sell, like fees. So the fees would be 5% off whatever the standard fees are. And then if you have the top one, which is really expensive, you get unlimited listings, of which I think you do. And I don't know, you get, I don't know, free listings, free fees, no fees for anything under 40 quid or 30 quid. I don't know. So then people who sell things under 30 quid will go, you know, especially all these people that sell quite a lot, or like, especially, you know, like myself and all that lot, you think, oh yeah, I might be paying 100, 120, 50 quid for this shop every month, but add up all them fees and I guarantee you probably spend more in fees, especially if you sell a lot. I don't know. It's so hard to. I wouldn't want to be. Well, I wouldn't care if I was eBay owner, because I'd be loaded, wouldn't I? But this is proper scummy. God, this person's got a dirty ear. Look how manky that. You can't see, can you? Dirty person. This is what I think about charity shops. They want prices, but they don't clean anything. They don't, charity shops, all they care about is clothes. They'll gladly iron a piece of clothing that's worth £2, but they won't clean a phone up. I mean, they've obviously looked at it, but they couldn't be bothered to wipe it down a little bit. It's manky. Proper manky. I need to clean it. Or just the same fees regardless if you... yeah. Just keep it as one art, yeah. They're just confusing, making it confusing. In a way, though, I'm not going to go at private sellers, but if you're only selling bits and bobs, really, they're the ones that should be paying. I know it sounds bad, but they should be, because they're not making any money off you, because you're only coming on, you know, time to time, if you don't get me. The ones that are spending all their money on, and the ones that are making eBay all the money are the business sellers. So you shouldn't, you know, if you look at it in like another way, if you've got Sky, say, and you're paying for all the channels, the football channel, Sky Movies, and all that lot, right? And you're paying this much money for all these subscriptions, and then you find out that Sky was giving, I don't know, some of the channels for, I know Sky Sports for free to no reason. You wouldn't be happy, would you? Because you're paying like what, 30 quid a month for the channel, and they're getting it free. I don't know. It's just weird. It should just be, leave it how it was. This is manky, man. This is gross. Look, I hate phones. Especially when they haven't been cleaned. Minging. Need to hoover up, clean my bed. Well, that's as good as I'm gonna get it. You just got here. What's going on? Nothing. Cleaning the phone. I've seen that video about the trouble with you had with the Ninja Blade. Should I ever sell an item that cost, I'll be uploading a video into the listeners recording. You can do that. You can do that video and all that lot. She never came back though, because she was a scammer. She obviously wanted a partial refund for some reason, but you're not allowed to ask for a partial refund, because that means some sort of there's a sort of flaw in eBay. So yeah, you're not allowed to do that. And she never went to eBay. She never went to eBay once. She never asked for a request through eBay. She never said she wanted a refund. She never said she was going to send it back. She said, what can be done? What can be done? Meaning she wanted me to go, oh, because she thought I wasn't a seller. She thought I was just a normal person. Over 700 feedback she had. So she's obviously a buyer. Maybe buys stuff for a shop, or maybe she sells stuff at car boot, tries to get stuff for cheap. Maybe she just sells it Facebook and all that lot. But she must have had a blender and it had my part, or she wanted it all and thought, I can get it cheaper. He'll knock some off. If I say this is broke, he's not going to even argue. So I'll knock some off. I was like, no chance. Because it was my dad's as well. No chance. Nothing was wrong with it. So she can do one. Private account should be... Yeah, that's another thing. Private accounts should be restricted to a certain amount. That's the best way to stop people who are on private accounts. If you're a private account, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not being nasty to people at private account, because if you're a private seller, meaning you're part-time, you're never going to list more than 100 a month. So why would you moan about that? I understand the people that sell DVDs and CDs and that, and that's their thing, and they're going to get fees on top of their stuff. But if you was a private seller, it doesn't cost you anything to be a business seller. You don't have to have a shop. I don't think so, unless it's changed. Yeah, I know. I watched it. I watched it until Gary Neville will be happy, won't he? Right, let's see if I can ring the police. Tam full. What's all that about? Delete. Do. God knows how you use it, but sales have been slow, like everybody else's. Well, most people are saying it's been slow. So. What happened with that? Did you get him to send it back? That's why when you sell something or picture something, always put the product, the code thing, because toys maybe not sometimes, but like this phone will have a different serial number. It'll have a serial number, but make sure you got pictures. If some, like a lot of the some tech has a load of serial. So wait a minute. Oh, this is not even that phone. I thought it wasn't. Oh, God's sake. I wouldn't even have bought this. Well, I still probably. This is a Biotone one. It's not even a. It's not even a. It's in the box. Stupid. Well, it'd still be worth about the same. Well, might not be actually. How can they charge? How much do they charge this one? £3 that one, isn't it? Yeah, £3. That's the thing about charity shops. Something like this phone, car boot, I could pick it up for £1 all day long because no one's going to buy it. £1's better than nothing, isn't it? Got no box now. God's sake. Well, I've got a box, but it's not the right box. Oh well. I'll still send it in that box because there's a box in it. sure get the back. Annoying that is. I asked him to send it back, and then wait a minute, I'm busy. I'm going to read what you said. I need to get some clear tape. I asked him to send it back, and the return was open, but he stopped replying, and then Vinted closed the my return. Yeah, well, he's just obviously trying to get some money back. Do you have much stock on Vinted? About I don't know actually. Yeah, I do. How much? How many items? I have 360. I've actually got more items on Vinted than I have got eBay. 364 items. Yeah. Last things I bought, didn't I? I've made 12,000 so far. Not. That's since I've joined Vinted, so that's 2 years. Oh, that's the thing I don't like about Vinted. You can't. It's very hard to work out your sales and that. Obviously, I write it down in a book, don't I? But if you don't write it in a book, doing that, the only way you know what you've sold and how much you sold for is going through all that, where it's really difficult. You can't search for your sold things. You can't do anything like that. It's so rubbish. And that's what I thought when the pro thing came out. That's one of the reasons I would have joined up, because if you want to be a pro on there, then they should act professional. You want your statements every month. You want your charts of sales, a bit like eBay do, but you don't have any of that. Right, that one's done. Well, it's not done. I better check this phone now, just make sure it's the right one. Tried selling on Vinted, but couldn't sell. I think. How can you not sell on Vinted? Either your prices are way too high, or because Vinted is easy to sell on. Really easy. All right, chill out. Do you buy much stock on Vinted? Oh, I read your question wrong. Do I buy much stock on Vinted? I've done it before, but I don't know how people do it, because I've tried to do the old jammy dodger thing and get stuff. You never find anything. And yes, you could say, well, you got to be there at the right time, but It is very. I don't feel like it's worth your time sniping on Vinted, because the amount of time you've got to spend on Vinted to try and find something, you might as well. I know you're going to find the items because they'll be there, but you might have to spend the whole day just on your phone. Who wants to do that? I don't want to do that. That's not normal. You know what I mean? So this is brand new. I think it is anyway. This looks brand new to me. Looks fresh. No scummy marks anywhere. Yeah, I just hope it's not a return. I'm worried about that sticker on it. When you see a sticker, parcel sticker on a box, it sometimes means it could be a return. It is definitely new, so I'm going to put it as new over. Just please, if I can put it as new over, I could get a good quick sale. I could still get 20 quid for it, no matter what. But I've got the booklet one. Yeah, it definitely is new, because the wires are all. Well, saying that, anybody can buy them wires, can't they? So it's too clean. Please check hide messages 0. Let's take a few pictures of that.
You have no old messages.
I do. Oh, that's fine. Brand new. New over. So I might be able to get 25 quid out of it. Awesome. Need to trim down my media collection, and eBay is doing the trick at the moment. I've got like 300 plus DVDs in 2 suitcases, and I've got some proper like old DVDs. You know, the ones that they caught before they came out in proper DVD cases. The ones that have that little plastic line and snap back, and the cardboard cases. Yeah, I got some like old DVDs. How did that get in without before? Are you looking at? Are you lucky? You're. Don't sell that much on there, to be fair. That's why. I've done a video about that. I said, the thing is, I made like 3. I can't remember if 3.5 or 4.5. I can't remember now. In a year on there, but if you work that, if you split that down into months, you know, it's about 300-400 quid a month. That's not much. And also, if they ever did do that, well, say now, it seems to be impossible to talk to Vinted, customer wise, service wise. So I'd say, well, if you're gonna ban me, you're gonna better ban the rest of Vinted, because everybody, I guarantee, 80% is definitely sellers. You got people selling Louis Vuitton bags on stuff on there, and they've got like about 6 of them. Right? I've seen loads of fakes on there as well, because I've been looking when buying stuff off Vinted. I was looking at football jerseys and all that lot, and yeah, it's not worth. You might as well just go and buy wholesale. I might do one of them. I just watched Car Boot Chris or Cookie and Aiden's video, because he's changed it to Car Boot Chris now, and he buys a lot off that vintage wholesaler. And I know if I do my first one, I've got a discount code, well, and I can get 25 quid off. But you're looking at about 300 quid for some vintage clothing, and he says it's going to be around about 10 quid per item. And he had a few fakes. I knew there was a few fakes in there. He had a basketball top. It was so easily a fake because it is embroidered. The NBA badge was embroidered, and they don't do that. They might have done that like really old ones, like back before stuff was printed. But basketball tops, all sports gear now is printed. You know, so it's like transfer print, ironing prints. You know, that's why they always peel off after so many years if you don't look after them. Really old basketball tops was embroidered, you know, the stitching. But if you get a new one now and it's stitched on, it's fake. But football tops, like my one I bought from Tenerife, that's fake. And that's all prints, but the print quality is also better. So it's starting to fall apart, the prints on my Liverpool top, because it's cheaper material. And if you have a real one compared to a fake one, you can tell the difference straight away. And the printing is different. So certain prints, like on my Liverpool one, you have the sponsors standard chartered, and it's raised, if you know what I mean. I think I got this top on at the moment, so I'm not going to show you. So this top here, this one, this is like raised, but it's got, I don't know if you can hear that, it's like rubbery, because it's this is second hand. I like it, that's why I kept it. But all the fake ones are all the same, and if there's any stitching, the only thing that should be stitched on sports tops is the make, like Nike. I don't think Adidas always embroidered their Nike on most football tops. I don't think Adidas do. I think they're all prints. But yeah, it was fake. So Vinted to sell fakes. They don't care. They can't. That's the thing, though. If you own a company like that, how are you going to check every single one? And are you going to report? I saw this lad, and it was, I think it was a Liverpool top, and I was going to get it. And I think it was about a 10-year-old top, and it was like, it'd been on there for a day. I was thinking, why has no one picked this up? It's like 10 years old, plus nice size. It was large, and he only wants 10 quid for it. It probably would be worth about 30 quid if you want to sell it, or you wouldn't get one anywhere cheaper. Then I looked up close to it, and I could tell it was fake, because I had that top. Because obviously I'm a Liverpool fan, I have had most of the Liverpool tops, except for the Warrior ones, which was absolutely tatty and tacky. Yeah, you could tell it was just the stitching was wrong. You know, the Liverpool badge wasn't right. It was just all, you could just tell if you And that's why when you do something like I say, when you're a reseller, and if you are thinking about going into something else, just make sure you know what you're looking for. That's why I stay away from clothing, because I know a lot of fakes. I can spot a lot of fakes, but there's some fakes out there so good. With toys, with other stuff, you know, electronicals, you can get fakes, but that's only going to be the really expensive stuff like your iPhones and all that, because you can get fake iPhones there. With clothing, they sell so much of it. You will never get fake cheap clothing, but football tops a very big market, isn't it? Designer stuff, very big market. Everybody wants a Gucci bag or Louis Vuitton bag. That's why there's so many fakes around. But you can tell the difference if you've never ever had a Louis Vuitton bag or something like that. You will know the difference between a fake one and a real one if you put them next to each other. The quality, the leather is just nice, not plasticky. You know, it doesn't look like cheap. But yeah, same with football tops. You can tell. Size is another thing as well. My Liverpool top, the fake one, that's a large, but then I've got another Liverpool top, a purple one I wear. That's a real one, and that's a large, and they fit completely different because they don't measure the sizes right. I don't know why. They just don't know what the sizes are, because obviously Nike measuring all, and it's weird because they do all this technical stuff, which they do quite a lot of stuff which is quite good, but they always mess up on the easy stuff with fakes. It's weird, like a badge or a bit of stitching, which is very simple. They can't stitch right. They must have wonky eyes or something. They're always like this. You know, my one's got single stitching, so mine must be a vintage. It's a single stitch, cheap in it, cotton. But you must think all these fake ones, I guarantee they are from the same place where they make the real ones, but these little 10-year-old kids that make them, because wherever they are in Bangladesh or Turkey or wherever, they probably make the real ones in the same factory, and these are probably offcuts, so they quickly make a few or something, or somebody who's worked for one of these Nike out factories has gone, and I said I'll make some fake ones. I guarantee there must be something how they get all the prints and that, because how do they get all the prints and all that lot? There's probably a documentary. I might have to watch one if there is one. But yeah, I'm waffling. But yeah, anyway, I think I've took all the pictures of all the stuff. Do you have a lot of outgoings as a full-time reseller? Not at the moment, but if you look at anybody's YouTube channel at the moment, not many. And I know people don't do YouTube, and they're having days where they're not selling anything, and then usually sell a lot. I'm not really complaining at the moment because I haven't listed for two weeks over Christmas week and the New Year's Eve week. I didn't list anything. I put a sale on. That was it. So I'm not really bothered at the moment because I expect not to get any sales. I know I've had sales. I get like maybe 1 or 2 sales a day, but yeah, nowhere near the amount of sales what I usually have. I have a lot more sales, but now I'm listing every day. I've listed every day since I've been this week. I think every day. I think I started Tuesday. I think I started listing, and I've had sales every day. But some people have been listing every day and not getting sales. So it depends on what you're buying as well. Not everybody wants the stuff you buy. If you're selling this is what I was saying about, like, people do clothing. People buy vintage clothing and that's all they sell. There's only so many people who want vintage clothing. It's like if you buy like that car boot Chris, he just bought a load of American, like basketball and American football tops. There's not a big market for that sort of stuff in the UK. Basketball, yeah, I would say basketball. Basketball is quite popular in the UK. American football is not very popular, and most of the people I've had two American football sort of memorabilia stuff, like T-shirts and all that, and one sold very quickly because it was 1990s. But the other one took ages to sell, and I think I sold it for £5 in the end because I was just bored of it. 2 years. I've been 2 years full time. This is my 3rd year. We have some comments on my video. See what it's doing at the moment. Oh, it's at 500 views. 2,000 views on yesterday's video. That's good. That is. That's the sort of views I want every single video. So if you haven't watched my video today, go and watch it. 2,000 views. All you sadistic weirdos wanting to see me in pain going around charity shops. And then the Vinted one got 1,700. That's all right. Then I haven't got, and then I need to make decent money on YouTube. You need to get over 1,000 views. The more views you get, the more money, because you get so for instance, you get so much money per 1,000 views, and it's not the same for everybody. So, and same video, every video is different, and it depends on what it's about. That's why if you're a YouTuber and you do financial stuff with money, with banking, bills, loans, stuff like that, you get a lot of money on YouTube for doing that stuff, because money, isn't it? People want to know about money. So then you get bigger, a lot more views, you get sponsors. So your ads you see in like the videos will be like bank companies, and they pay out more on advertising, because obviously if somebody comes over from YouTube, they're gonna get some money off the person, aren't they? So so some videos you can make 3-4 quid per 1,000 views. Some videos I know I've made like 10 quid per 1,000 views. It's weird. And then obviously you get your ad revenue. So when you see an ad, I get paid for that. That goes into it. So if you've got 2 ads and you watch it, when there's 2 ads, you get money for that. So people who say you only get this much or that much, they cannot tell you how much. They can averagely maybe work it out. But like I said, if I do a video every single day and I get 10 quid for every single video, which I've uploaded that month, right? And it's 31 days, that's 310 quid, say. But you got to remember, people watch older videos, new subscribers come in, people watch videos constantly. So I've got videos, like my best one is at 31,000 last time I looked. It's at 33,000 now. So people constantly look. Videos come back into fashion, videos go out of fashion. So my palette one, that's at 18,000 views. But if I did one now, I'd probably get more than that, because I've got more subscribers. So everybody will be wanting to watch it. It's like I've got old fitness ones, because it's January and everybody's going back to fitness. I'm getting views on them again. Not many, but a few, because my channel's bigger now, so it's pushing out them a bit. So you're always getting money from old videos. One thing I learned, if everybody wants to start YouTube, one thing I always learned is you have certain sort of videos. You have big hitting videos, which are your ones that go viral, right? Doesn't mean it's going to get millions viral for your channel. So if you get like 1,000 views every video, and then one video you do and it gets like 40, 50,000, that's gone viral for your channel. You know, it could even be more if you're lucky. That's a one-off. So it'll go massive and then it'll cut off. Then you get ones which are like your daily videos, your weekly videos, where it'll perform for that week, say, or whatever, or for 3 or 4 days, and then it'll maybe trickle, you know, but you're not going to get much more from it after it's been done. And then you get the ones that get turn and churn and churn every month, every year for the rest of your life, because everybody wants to know them videos. So these people who do like how-to videos, these ones get money and loads of it because people always need to know. So it's like how to clean mold off a window or something like that. Everybody's going to be clicking on that and trying to find out. So if I clicked on that, it'd be like, yeah, you know, how to change a tire, because everybody wants to do it. You know, so if I put like how to make £1,000 in a day in reselling, I have to do that now. I can't make £1,000. I wish I could make £1,000. How to make like £100 a day in reselling. That will be a constant video, because everybody throughout the years and months and years will be wanting to know how to make £100 a day in reselling, or what. But then you got the people who are like these Amazon sellers. They always say how to make 10,000 a month by selling on Amazon, and they just catch you on. They're just lying. So that's just clickbait, because if you've ever seen any of them ones, they're always like 20 years old. They've got this really nice car, and it's usually because they are doing what they're doing, but they've probably had a load of money from somewhere anyway, like a huge loan, or mommy and daddy's rich, because there's no way a 20-year-old, I don't care how successful you are, there's no way a 20-year-old is gonna be making £10,000 selling on Amazon, have a G-Wagon. I've seen this lad, he's like 20, he's got a G-Wagon, he's got like a 6-bedroom house, and he's selling on Amazon. I don't believe that. There's no way, because I know how much they make. They make 20% off their sales, so 80% of it goes to Amazon and you know, buying the stock. I watched somebody do it, because he said, don't believe all these people, you make 20%. If you work hard enough, obviously you make a lot more. This bloke, he showed his sales, and he made £100,000 in sales in a year on Amazon, selling stuff, buying stuff from the shop, and he made 20 grand that year in profit from 100,000. That's rubbish. That is really rubbish. If you're making 100 grand in sales and you're only getting 20 grand out of it, what's the point? Because it's hard work as well. So yeah, I don't know why I talked about that, but there you go. Just talking rubbish now, because I've done it all. I was shocked how much Ricky made. I know, it's shocking. I don't know how he made that much money, but he's got quite a few big videos. I think he got like an 80,000 views on one video. He's got a lot of 30,000 views. These videos, when he's sitting at home, not doing much, you know, doing what he does most days, he gets about 4, 5, 6,000, unless it's like a topical one. So his vinted one, what he's done today, he will get more views than me on my one. He'll probably get about 6,000, 7,000. So you work it out, it works around about that, because you got ads, haven't you? You got 17,000. So say for instance, I'll just show you. So let's average a video out at 4. There you go. I know he's got 80,000 around that on one video. So you go 80,000, then you divide it by 1,000, because that's how much you get paid every 1,000 views. So that comes out at 80. Yeah. Then what you do is you times it by 4, which every video gets a certain ad revenue, right? So for that 80,000 views, he got 320 quid in just the view part. But obviously, you've got to also add on the ad part on it. So that's going to bump it up a lot more. So yeah, you think about that. So that's 320 a video. So if you did 320 times 7, so if you did a video, if you're getting 80,000 you know, 80,000 what you call it views every video did, and you did it daily vlogging. Some people do that and they get more than that, right? That's £2,200 a week, right? Then times it by 52. Is it 52? Yeah, 52. £116,000 a year on YouTube. If you could get 80,000 views each week, I mean each video, yeah, you're making 150. That's why. What do you think Mr. Beast is so? Mr. Beast gets 100 million views plus every video. So for instance, so we say, obviously, it all depends on the ad rate. Some are lower, some are higher. That's why I put about 4 or 5 is average. But the ads do make a lot, because if you click on one of, say when you see one of my ads and you click on that ad, I get more money for it, because it's like sort of like a commission thing as well. You know, YouTube get commission and then they give me some sort of thing. So let's just put 5,000 views a day. Let's say that's what Ricky gets. Average it out all through the video. So average videos. This is how we can work it out. I forgot what I was doing now. Divided by 1,000. So that's 5. And then times by 300. Oh, I've messed up now. I forgot how you do it now. I forgot how to do it on here. So if you got, wait a minute, let me just work out. Waffling too much. 8,000 divided by 1,000, which is 80. Yeah. 5,000 divided by 1,000. Times by 365. That's not working out. Ah, I get you. I'm messing up here. I don't know. I've messed it up. I don't know what I'm doing now. It's £5 per video. Divided by 1,000 times. I forgot how to do it. I just completely forgot how to do it. I did it with the 8,000, quite easy. Divided by 8,000, what I said before. Divided by 1,000. Oh, I know what I've messed up. 8,000 divided by 4. What am I doing? Oh, I'm getting tired. My brain's gone, and I'm doing maths as well, which is not very good. Yeah, that's right. So 3,000 divided by 1,000 times by 4. Yeah, that's right. So it's divide 1,000 by 4. Right. 5,000 divided by 1,000, which is 5, yeah, times by 4. Oh, there we go. I'm so thick. I did it now. So 5,000 averagely views on a video. Then you got divided by 1,000, which is obviously you get so much per 1,000 views, and then you divide, then you times it by the average it's called RPM, minutes or something like that, which I've put it as £4. So £4 for every 1,000 views, basically. So it works out at 20. So okay, £20 for that video. Then if you times it £20 by 365, yeah, that works out of 7,000. So I don't know how he's got that much. Don't know. But obviously you got the ad stuff on there, and that's just the average. He's obviously got more than that anyway. I'd have to like literally go through his old videos. He's not going to lie about that anyway, because like I said, I got £3,500 last year. I can work it out now. I can actually work out my thing through my views. That's how I can do it. So views. So I got 622,000 views, and some obviously bits more. So let's just put 622. Right. Let's work out. I don't know why I'm doing this for. There's no point. 622,000 divide by 1,000 times by 4. There you go. So there you go. That's an easier way to work out. Obviously, estimate, but 2,400. Yeah. Some videos will obviously you get more money per 1,000 views. Some you get less. Also, you got ads to put on that. But if you get like obviously that many views on YouTube, you get $2.5 grand. So if you're a big YouTuber and you're getting like 500,000 views every video, you're getting £2,400, if not. Probably you're getting more than that. Actually, you're probably getting more, but yeah. But so, for instance, if I put, this is how much Mr. Beast gets. So he gets 1 million views. Well, I know he gets 1 million views. He gets more than 1 million views per video. But obviously, you get views from the older videos as well. So that all comes onto it. So it all adds up. Is that 1 million? That's 1 million. 1 million divided by. No, that's 100,000. One another row. Thank you very much. So for 1,000, for Mr. Beast, if he's going to have more RPM, he makes 4,000. So £4,000 for 1 million views. He will make a lot more than that because there'll be a lot more, like ads and stuff and whatever. But then if you did a video, 50 days. If you did 1 million views did one video a week, you're making almost £250,000. If you do a video every day, 1.5 million. And I know there's a bodybuilder called Sam Sunak, and he does vlogging, and he does a video every single day, and he gets about between 500 to a million views every day. Oh God, I just realised I messed up on Mr. Beast. It's way more than that. I put 1 million. I didn't put 100 million. I'm such an idiot. It's 100 million, isn't it? It gets 100 million views. 100 million divided by 1,000, and then just put average of times by 4. So Mr. Beast gets 400,000 every video. And I definitely know he does a video every week. So times by 52. 20 million quid a year Mr. Beast gets. Average on YouTube. And he could probably do a lot more than that. If he did 2, he's obviously doubling it. 40 million. It's crazy. Anyway, that's your YouTube lesson for the day. You've all left now. Everything's at home, Daniel. I don't believe in lockups unless you've got a small place or you've got loads and loads and loads of stock. Would you be able to give us a link to your cleaning products? What do you mean cleaning products? I haven't got any cleaning products. The thing I've been using, you just buy off of Amazon. That's the only cleaning product, and the other things and the other things we get from any shop. The only products I got on, which I got a link to, is the big bags here, like poly bags and bubble wrap here, and the label printers. Right, let's get these on before I've gone a bit cold. Both them on again. No, let's turn them on. I knew it was cold for some reason. I pulled the plug out, didn't I? How useful is this? I got this out of a Christmas cracker, and I thought that's brilliant. First time I got something out of Christmas. Well, nail clippers and tape measure are the most useful things. I want one of them cross things for clothing, so it tells you the pit to pit and the measurements. But saying that, my table's not big enough. I might think of, when I move into the other room, making that my viewing table, because it's bigger, just for clothing as well. Right then, let's list these things anyway, because I've been talking about YouTube too much. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got some messages. Wow, 2.1 now. That video's that Canuck. I might have to go to Canuck every week because I get good views on Canuck. Right then, Philip. Oh God, here we go. Good job. Good job for not being a pushover. Good job for not being a pushover. Many people will accept your return. Great. through her. I can stand it. Big Tony, Yardley Gold. I used that in the 80s. I put showing your age there. Nat. Happy New Year to you. That ref. That's I can start sent me back. That ref, me ad. Oh no! I forgot to have a look at the Brum. So somebody's just commented, no, I don't have a mortgage. How many questions? Like 20 questions. Somebody's just commented Ranch UK, the VHS, the Brum one. I did mention that in the video today, but I forgot to check it out. It's worth about 20 to 25 quid. I knew it would be because Brum stuff sells a lot, and the Droopy, which is Droopy D, the cartoon dog, is a 20 quidder. So it looks like I'll be going there well, it's not open tomorrow because it's Sunday, but looks like I'll be going there on Monday and picking them two up, because 20 quid from 2 quid or whatever it is, I'm going to get them. Cheers for that. I completely forgot about it. I better check them out now. Brum, I'll check them out now, because I know I do appreciate people commenting about certain prices. It's like the saying about the Calvin Green things at Cannock. Yes, they do fetch quite good money. Some sell for 20, 25 quid, but others do sell for like 10, 15 quid. And it's usually the playing ones, and they were playing. And it wasn't in the best condition as well. And they wanted 4 or 5 quid for them. I don't know. I'm not paying that much. Brum VH. Let's have a look how much these Brum. I've got, there's a Brum there. That's the thing. People look at things and don't really look. I cannot see a 25 quid Brum at all. I see an 18 quid one. That is the max. Let's have a look at solds. Obviously, it's got to be buy now as well. 17 quid. That one. 30 quid. That's an all right one. 14. 9.99. Whoa, that one sold for 251 quid. Hopefully it's that one. What is that? That's one from Australia. Wow. 36 quid Australia. 6 quid. 11 quid. 9.99. 27. 25. See, it could be one of the cheap ones. So It could be one or the other. I don't know. I haven't had a look. Droopy. Can't even spell droopy. I spell droppy. Droopy. I used to love Droopy D. Droopy dog. He's just like, okay. And then he just like absolutely beat the hell out of somebody if they annoyed him. Droopy. 20 quid. There's one there for 20 quid. I better put in let's put in only UK. UK only. Four are sold in UK and one's for 20 quid. So yeah, it could be worth that, but it has to be like I said, has to be a certain one. So yeah, could be or could not be. Who's this? Well, I won't be using Vinted Pro also. Also on Vinted, I've told customers don't use Yodel or I'm cancelling the show. I watch both of your videos. You both bring something to the party. John, how was Kanik? Well, to be honest, he probably. Right then, people are not talking on there, so I'm gonna go, guys, because I wanna list these things, and I can't be bothered to be on here at the same time. So, hasta la vista.